I have scoured the deepest and darkest corners of the internet, and I've finally found the 6 scariest short horror films of 2021. And by deepest, darkest corners of the internet, I mean I found all these videos on YouTube. And by scour, I mean I watched a bunch of shorts over this past year, and now I'm thinking back on them and rating them. But in all seriousness, 2021 is coming to a close, and I wanted to take a look back at this year and tell you guys about some of my favorite short horror films from the last 12 months. But before we get into talking about any of these films, I'm going to give a disclaimer right off the bat. In the intro, I said that I found the scariest short horror films, but in reality, there are about 50 million short horror films released every week, and I've not seen even a fraction of them. I can only talk about my favorite short horror films based on what I've seen in this last year. I guarantee that you've probably seen some short films that are incredible that I don't have listed in this video. If that's the case, please, I encourage you to comment that film down in the comments below, and I will consider adding it to the playlist that I've made with all the best short horror films from this year. And disclaimer number 2, I know some of the people who made some of the films that are on this list. Again, I can only talk about films that I have seen, and I happen to have seen a lot of films from people that I know. So if you know of an awesome horror filmmaker that I don't know about, comment down below. I would love to be introduced to some more talented people. Final disclaimer, it was actually quite difficult to narrow this down to only 6 short horror films. If I didn't pick yours or your favorite filmmaker's film, I'm sorry. I promise you, it's not personal. In the description, I have actually included links to all the films listed in this video, as well as links to all the honorable mentions I wish I could have included in this video, but did not have the time. I really just wanted to keep it to a nice, concise number 6. And on that note, let's get into it. In no particular order, coming in at number 6, we have Ignore It. Ignore It was written and directed by Sam Evanson. I stumbled upon this short recently, and I was hooked within the first 3 seconds, which is what you want when you make a short horror film for the internet. You really want to capture your audience immediately. The description on YouTube says, "A family struggles to live with a spirit that becomes deadly if its presence is acknowledged." I love that concept, I love the suspense, and I like that it's apparently set in the 90s because this kid's playing an OG Game Boy and has a CRT sitting in the corner of his room, which I'm a fan of. This is one of those short films that makes me kind of mad when I watch it because I kind of wish I had thought of the concept first. So well done, Sam, and the rest of the team. I like it, I'm a fan, and I can't wait to check out whatever you have coming out next. So go watch Ignore It. Coming in at number 5, we have The Rickety Man from writer Jeremiah Lewis and director Cameron Gallagher. The synopsis for The Rickety Man says, "A father discovers his children are grieving their mother's death in their own terrifying way after having met a mysterious entity in the woods." I mean, for starters, The Rickety Man is just it's a creepy title, it's a creepy name. Someone named The Rickety Man just doesn't sound like someone that I want to be interacting with on a regular basis. Also, this film just looks ridiculously polished. The first frame slapped me in the face with how expensive it looked. And it's a period piece. This thing is firing on every cylinder that could possibly be firing. It runs about 15 minutes. It's a slow burn. It's super creepy. So cozy up on the couch and prepare to be spooked by this creepy, tension-filled, polished, cinematic experience. Coming in at number 4, we have Rest. Rest was written and directed by Dylan Clark. Dylan is actually one of my favorite horror filmmakers on YouTube. He puts out pretty consistent work, and with this short, he does not disappoint. The description says, "A boy attempts to take control of the nightmare he's in." That's it, simple as that. That's the logline. The film is visually very unique. The mood is very dreamlike. A lot of it takes place during the day. The creature is simple yet effective, and I love that. And Dylan has a behind the scenes video going over how he made this short and how he did the different visual effects. If any of you are subscribed to my channel, you'll know that I am a fan of making of videos. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, this would be a great time to consider hitting the like button, or wait, you can hit the like button and you can subscribe. And you can hit the dislike button because it doesn't matter because no one will see it. YouTube took away the dislike button, so go ahead and dislike too. Anyways, go watch this short film, go watch Rest. It is definitely worth it and definitely one of my favorite short horror films of the year, very creepy. Coming in at number 3, we have The Lake, written and directed by Joey Green. First of all, when you take a look at the thumbnail for this video, you're gonna notice half of it's taken up by laurels. And that's how you know right off the bat that this is gonna be good. Film festivals have approved of this film. And also you got this creepy girl, which is disturbing, and she's scary, and I'm spooked. So right off the bat, we're going in strong. The lake's description reads, when a young man takes his girlfriend out on the lake to propose, they come face to face with the dark spirits beneath the surface. Personally, I do not like dark, deep water. I don't even like to swim in a swimming pool at night if the lights aren't on. So this is creepy. It's disturbing. The creatures are awesome and they're in the water. And I don't even want to think about how cold it probably was filming this short film, but they did it, and they did it for us, the viewers, and I'm enjoying it. So well done, Joey, and the rest of your team. This is definitely top 3 for me. I'm a big fan of this short film, and I think you should probably stop everything you're doing. Oh, don't go after this video. It's in the description, it's in the playlist. After this video, stop what you're doing and watch this short horror film. Coming in at number 2, we have Meet Jimmy. Meet Jimmy was written by Tim Kumin and directed by David Jan Bronsgeet. This short film really stood out to me this year. Very unique, very cool change of pace from a lot of the stuff I'm used to seeing. The description says, a dangerous podcast is doing the rounds. Strange things happen to people who listen to these tapes of deceased serial killer Jimmy. Only one rule seems to apply. If you stop listening, you will meet the killer in person. The sound design on this short is next level, and it really draws you into this world that the filmmakers have created. I would recommend watching this one with headphones on or some good speakers. The imagery is punchy and unsettling. The concept is simple to grasp and perfect for a film of this length, and this short film will probably be extra creepy and relatable if you're already a fan of scary true crime podcasts. And last but not least, the moment that you've all been waiting for. You've been waiting to find out what is the scariest short horror film of 2021. And I'll tell you right now, number 1 is a short film called Every Night I See Them, written by Cade Scott and directed by me, Ryan Godoy. That's right, I made the best short horror film of the year. I'm claiming that title. Oh, how can you put yourself as number 1 of the... This is how. Boom. This is how. It's number 1. It's the best. Don't try to fight me. My video, my rules. This film is all about a man doing everything in his power to not fall asleep in an attempt to escape certain death. And here's why I think you should watch it, whether you've already seen it or not. I think the story is unique. I think the whole cast and crew behind this short film did an amazing job. And I think the sound design is pretty dang awesome. And I think I made it so I selfishly want it to have like a ridiculous number of views. Was that convincing enough? Are you convinced yet? Do you want to go watch any of these short horror films? If you are convinced, head on down to the description. There I have all of these films linked. I have some bonus honorable mentions linked, as well as a playlist where you can watch all of these with just one click, and you can watch all the short horror films in a row, uninterrupted. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. If you think there's any films I've missed, comment them down in the comments, and I will take a look and consider adding them to the playlist for everyone to enjoy. So thanks for watching. Check out this playlist. I think it's on screen right here. Check it out. And over here is probably the subscribe. I don't know if this is accurate at all. I'm just waving my hands.